it's Grammy from Grammy and Grandpa Read, and today I have a book for you called Santa Claus from A to Z by Bobbie Kalman. Oh, okay. A is for About Santa. This book is all about Santa Claus. Santa brings gifts to children on Christmas Eve. Santa is also called Saint Nicholas. What do you know about Saint Nicholas? You can read this story on the next page. Do you think Saint Nicholas and Santa are the same person? Why do you think they look so different? B is for Bishop and Boots. Saint Nicholas was a bishop who lived in a long time ago in a country that is now called Turkey. He helped poor children by filling their boots with gifts while they slept. On Christmas Eve, many children around the world put out boots for Saint Nicholas to fill. Where does Saint Nick leave your presents? C is for Christmas cookies. Do you leave cookies and milk for Santa on Christmas Eve? What kind do you leave? Are they chocolate chip, peanut butter, gingerbread, or sugar cookies? Santa loves all kinds of cookies, but if you really want to make him happy, decorate the cookies you leave with icing and cherries and candies. You can decorate your Christmas cookies by adding food coloring to the white icing, using the icing to draw pictures on the cookie. Put green and red cherries and candy pearls on some of them, even more festive. Hang a few cookies on your Christmas tree. They make great decorations. D is for decorate. Do you decorate your tree with Santa ornaments? Here are some easy ornaments you can make of Santa, his reindeer, and his bag of toys. Follow the directions below to make these fun Christmas decorations. So that one looks like it's out of a pine cone. It says, "This Santa is easy. His face is made of molding clay. His beard is a pine cone painted white. His red hat is red felt trim with a cotton batting. His mustache is also made of cotton." Okay, and this one's made of corks. This cork and toothpick reindeer has tiny twigs for antlers and small cone glued to his tail. His nose is a red candy. Use a shiny red ribbon to hang him on the tree. This one here is Santa's bag, made from a piece of paper twisted ribbon in half, tied at the bag with some string, and put some tiny candy canes and some pine sprigs inside. And then this one is made with, it looks like Play-Doh. Mix 1 cup of flour and 1/4 cup of salt and 6 tablespoons of hot water. Separate the dough into balls and use red food coloring to tint some of the dough. Use a toothpick to draw the ridges of the beard. And then you let it dry. Okay, E is for elves. Santa needs lots of help to make gifts for all the boys and girls in the world. In Santa's workshop at the North Pole, hundreds of elves work year-round to help him make toys. They work very hard, sawing, hammering, painting, wrapping. On Christmas Eve, they load the toys into Santa's sleigh. The best part of elves' job is trying out new toys. Elves love to play. A few presents are very heavy. What do you think is in this box? The elves wrap some of the presents with bows on others. The elves make sure the reindeer are well rested for their long trip with Santa. They feed them and put on their harnesses and bells. After finishing all their work, elves are very tired. Mrs. Claus brings them tea and tucks them into bed. They dream of Christmas toys, Christmas trees, toys, and happy children finding presents on Christmas morning. F is for fireplace. When Santa arrives at your home, his reindeer quietly land on your roof. Santa climbs out of his sleigh and slides down the chimney and lands in your fireplace with a big bag of toys and a thump. He does this without even getting dirty. How does he get back up the fireplace? No one knows. How do you think he does it? G G is for gifts. Santa's bag is full of gifts. Some are wrapped in shiny paper and tied with ribbon. Others are unwrapped. Santa puts smaller gifts into children's stockings. He leaves toys on the floor too. When Santa is finished unloading his bag, he goes back up the chimney as quick as a wink. He's gone. Goodbye, Santa. H. H is for helpers. Santa does his best to deliver his many gifts that he can, but it is a huge job. In some countries, he has helpers who bring presents to the children. January 6th is Three Kings Day in Spain. On this day, Spanish children eagerly await the arrival of the gifts from the generous gentlemen who know do you know their names? They are Balthasar, Melchior, and Caspar. I think I messed that up, but we'll see. In some European countries, angels bring the Christmas tree as well as the gifts. An old lady named Babushka is the Christmas gift giver in Russia. In Italy, they call her Bellafina or Befina. People in Russia and Italy believe that Babushka and Befina go to the children's house to leave gifts for the children. An old legend, Babushka is said to search each house for the baby Jesus so she can bring him gifts. She is still searching, so she leaves gifts behind for the children instead. I is for illuminate. To illuminate means to make bright. Angels help Santa illuminate Christmas trees. These angels have dressed an outdoor tree with glowing candles and stars. Have you ever had angels put lights on your tree? They don't use real candles anymore. What do you use to illuminate your tree? J is for jolly. Santa is a jolly man. He laughs. He lets out a loud ho, ho, ho. No one knows why he says ho, ho, but one thing is certain, Santa loves to laugh. On Christmas Eve, Santa leaves a joke or two to enjoy with his cookies. When you hear his loud ho, ho, you will know that Santa liked your joke. Oh, you leave a joke. K is for Kris Kringle. Some people call Santa Kris Kringle. The name Kris Kringle came from a gentle Christmas angel called Kris Kringle. Over time, it came Kris Kindle, changed to Kris Kringle. Eventually, people began to call Kris Kringle as St. Nicholas. Maybe St. Nicholas changed to Santa in the same way. Who knows? L is for letters and lists. Do you write a letter to Santa? He gets millions of letters from children every year. Letters help Santa make up his list of gifts. If you don't know how to write, you can visit Santa at the shopping center, sit on his lap, and tell him what you'd like for Christmas. Then Santa's elves will do their best to make your wishes come true. M is for Mrs. Claus, the wife of Santa Claus. She lives in the North Pole with Santa. Mrs. Claus has the most important job. She makes sure that Santa can deliver the gifts to every girl and boy every year. She does all the behind-the-scenes work, such as ordering the materials for the clothing and the gifts and caring for the elves and mapping out Santa's route. She also plans a vacation so Santa will be well rested for the following Christmas. N is for North Pole. Santa's workshop is in the North Pole in an area called the Arctic. The North Pole is a very cold place, full of ice and snow. Why would such a jolly man want to live in such a chilly place? Santa lives in the North Pole because it's part of the world that does not belong to any country. Instead, Santa belongs to the children of the world. Can you name any animals that live in the North Pole? Do you know any? Polar bear, maybe? A penguin? O is for one Santa. Is there just one Santa? If there is, why does he look different in every picture? And how can he be in so many places at one time? No one has ever seen the real Santa, so people have different ideas of how he looks. Children in some countries think he wears a long coat and rides a horse. Children in other countries think he has reindeers that fly. In some places, children believe that Santa rides a goat. Write a story about the Santas on the 2 pages. Draw the picture showing how you think one delivers presents to the children. People all over the world believe in Santa Claus, but not everyone agrees in his name, how he looks, or where he lives. Are all the Santas part of one Santa? Do these Santas all live at the North Pole? P is for parade. Each year there are Santa parades in many cities and towns. Is there one where you live? Santa Claus parades are held at the end of November or beginning of December. They remind boys and girls that Christmas is coming very soon. Children start writing letters and looking forward to Santa's visit. Waiting for Santa to come is very exciting. Draw a picture of your favorite float at the Santa parade. Q is for quiet. Christmas Eve is a busy time of hanging stockings and singing carols, but late at night, the house becomes quiet. Shh. Children are tucked into their beds, dreaming of toys and hoping for treats. What's this? Not all children are tucked into their beds. These 2 have tried to stay awake. Even though it is very late, but Santa has sprinkled drowsy dust in their eyes. He does not want to spoil their morning surprises. R is for reindeer. Santa has just 24 hours to deliver toys to the girls and boys around the world. A team of flying reindeer pulls Santa's and his sleigh full of goodies swiftly across the sky. Do you know the names of his reindeer? They are Comet, Cupid, Dasher, Dancer, Donner, Blitzen, Prancer, and Vixen. But the most famous one of all is Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. Why is he especially helpful to Santa? S is for sleigh. Santa's sleigh sails across the starry sky. In the blink of an eye, he can travel all the way from Arkansas to Zanzibar and from Timbuktu to Kalamazoo. Somehow, all the tremendous toys made by the excellent elves fit into the splendid sleigh. There is a bear for Bartholomew, a horse for Harriet, a doll for Drew, and Santa's sleigh holds many wonderful surprises. T is for tree. Many children around the world believe that Santa Claus brings their Christmas tree and decorates it on Christmas Eve. Does he cut down the tree in the forest and then push it down the chimney? Does he decorate each tree and put the present underneath it? Do angels help illuminate the tree? Who decorates your Christmas tree? U. U is for uniform. There are pictures of Santa wearing coats in many different colors, but the Santa we see most often wears a red suit trimmed with white fur. His outfit, a coat, pants, belt, boots, hat, glove, and a big bag in which Santa carries all his presents, has become Santa's uniform. What does Santa wear under his uniform? He wears long underwear, of course. V is for Virginia. Virginia, about 100 years ago, a girl named Virginia wrote a letter to the newspaper asking if there really was a Santa Claus. An editor named Frances Church printed her letter and replies, "Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus." Church told Virginia that there was a Santa Claus and that he lives forever. Santa will continue to make children happy for thousands of years to come. W is for White Christmas. When people think of Christmas, they often think of snow. Many people who live in northern places hope there will be snow for Christmas, but not everyone lives in a place where it snows. People in the southern parts of the world dream of spending the day on the beach or having a party with balloons and piñatas. Do you dream of a white Christmas or a sunny one? XY. X is for Christmas and Y is your own picture of Santa. Xmas is another way of writing Christmas. Do you send Xmas cards with pictures of Santa on them. Maybe you can make your own Santa Xmas cards. Draw some pictures of different Santas and send them to your family and friends. Include some of St. Nicholas as well as Santa wearing a red suit. Z is for zigzag, zoom, zip, zap. Santa zigzags from place to place around the world, zooms down chimneys, zips up fireplaces, zaps out sight as quick as a wink. How does he do all that zigzagging, zooming, zipping, and zapping? Do cookies and milk help him fly? Perhaps Santa can do all these things because children believe he can. Do you believe in Santa? I know I do. I hope that you enjoyed this book. Please subscribe to our channel and like the video.